Diego.
I set up the play.
Little
I'ma make
stick.
a move. It's gonna be
Hold on,
a
I gotta
blitz
fix
if I run
something
it.
real quick.
Two, three.
Alright, here we go.
I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time.
$20 on the line. What you gotta say, Diego?
Tell them I'm ready for more.
Ready to get that
I just
money,
got
baby.
20, I'm running on empty. This war that came from my money is silly. I feel like envy, not trying to be free.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Say something, Diego. Yes, sir. All right.
Take. I'm ready for more.
I'm ready for war,
I'm
bitch.
ready for more.
War, whatever you saying.
I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more.
Oh, you're right over there.
Tell them I'm ready
Say
for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, you never forget. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. Call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
Never heard of Billy James in my life.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, this is the NFL on EA Sports.
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Cover that. Everything I got. Everything I got.
The Dallas Cowboys and Dak
Five
Prescott
games.
set to go on offense for
Five
the first
games.
time. And with Dak
Four
at the
and a half
controls,
games.
his sixth season under center now as the Cowboys quarterback.
You remember last year he got off to an incredible start. Threw for over 450 yards in 3 straight weeks, including 502 against the Cleveland Browns in Week 4. Just 4 yards short of the franchise's single game.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard
Here you go,
line.
dog.
The Washington offense about ready to go to work. And at quarterback in his 17th season now in the NFL, piloting his 9th different franchise, it's Ryan Fitzpatrick. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation, that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And that'll make it 3rd down. Fitzpatrick now.
Whoa!
That nearly an opening drive INT.
You can't drop that one. It hits you in the fucking
Incomplete.
face, you idiot.
Not the way you wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
And some room to maneuver.
That's such bullshit.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's on the guard, Connor Williams. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A handoff left, Elliott. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a
go, Tony.
Running
go, Tony.
And now off to the races down the right side.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
TP20.
Tony Pollard.
TP play, make it 20.
Yards.
Instagram tag, go give him a follow.
They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Didn't even need Zeke. I had Tony Pollard.
And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone.
Yeah.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Out to the right to Humphreys. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. CeeDee Lamb deep for the Cowboys. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense.
They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
His throw here is going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
To throw is Prescott. Well, the shot pass, and it's complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On the return is Sims. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
To throw, Fitzpatrick.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they felt like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Thomas brings it in. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Gibson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Gibson again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And Washington has retaken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets
Crucial
him.
miss there, dog.
Crucial miss. The defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This is Tony Pollard. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Brent Urban there to get him down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards.
Pick the fucking football, dog.
He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
He gets it to Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Fitzpatrick to his tight end Thomas for the Washington first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Adam Humphrey spent 4 years in Tampa and 2 in Tennessee. Knows how to operate out of the slot and find his way open downfield. Makes a good catch there.
McKissick. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick taking it in from 4 yards out. And Washington going to add on to their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Thank God.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit.
You should have kicked it,
I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15... the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the snapshots. Now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to
Jaws,
the 40.
baby.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And Dak Prescott was not the only Cowboy to miss the bulk of last season. Remember, Blake Jarwin went down in the Sunday night opener on the road against the Rams. He's back healthy and makes a nice catch there.
A first down carry by Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And he's taken down inside the 30. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Baby.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he whips that one incomplete there. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, it's Elliott. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 40. Fitzpatrick to McLaurin there. First down, Washington. Fitzpatrick on first down. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone.
Return!
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. The first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Open man is Samuel, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Curtis Samuel exhibited a lot of versatility for 4 years in Carolina. Now in his first year with Washington, expect this football team to try and put the ball in his hands a variety of ways.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And his throw is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's Fitzpatrick. Trying for Humphreys, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Room to run inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Oh, able to avoid him.
TP! TP!
Torrey
Pollard's got both my touchdowns.
And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game.
Yeah, bro, he's shifty as fuck.
Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive.
Touchdown, Washington!
A run D is just so terrible,
Antonio Gibson, 81 yards. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First down, Prescott. This one to Jones.
Ooh, Cameron Cole.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Prescott now. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. Oh, no, he lost the
pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
But I believe the Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it, but couldn't recover.
Scary.
The offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Get that shit out of here!
But that's going to work out. Cooper was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Prescott from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man.
Sit the
That's
fuck
Schultz.
down, bitch.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within
How
one
do you miss
score.
that shit?
Not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Just a yard on the pickup there that'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Uh-oh.
Now Fitzpatrick. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
It's caught. Humphreys. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them. No pickup.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Flushed out right.
Yes,
and he
sir.
can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, or that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them. Able to pick that one off. This game away.
Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Randy Gregory able to get in there and drop him behind the line. 2nd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Good man. He's gonna throw again, 31-7.
So it's Washington.
I said no pictures, motherfucker.
And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Room here to run. And
like
they move
literally,
this all the way down to the 9. That first good for 20 and a 1st down. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that.
And he is into the
Yes, sir!
for a Washington
You know what I'm saying,
touchdown.
dog? Come on!
Antonio Gibson,
like
a 9-yard touchdown run. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
That's a tutty. That's a
Well, it'd
tutty.
be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone.